Thank you, Todd Taylor, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wichita Northwest High School and Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball. It's a brisk night here in Wichita on a Friday night, but plenty warm in here, and it should be a heated battle between the South High Titans and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Grizzlies coming off a big win Tuesday night at North on the road and wanting to keep the streak going. They're 1-2 on the young season, and tonight they have the opportunity to even their record at 500 with a victory over the Titans. It won't be easy. South is a good team every single year. They are ranked every single year, and there's no reason to expect that this is going to be an easy game. That said, this team is more than capable of taking it to the Titans and bringing home the W and evening their record. They also have another streak that they're trying to get rid of tonight. The Grizzlies did not win a home game last year. They went 0 for the season, and they lost their home opener last week, 1 week ago tonight, to the Wichita Heights Falcons. So they're looking to avenge that loss and also to end the streak of winless games here at home. My name is Kevin Arkin. I'm glad to be with you. Thanks for joining in. Our executive producer tonight is Will Jacobsen. Will is a senior here at Northwest and is currently enrolled in the interactive media class with Mr. Shane Monroe, and he is working his first ever webcast here this evening. Is that right? First time? First time ever for Will, and I won't put him on the spot and make him wear a headset and talk, so he can kick back and relax and enjoy the game with the rest of us. But Will will be providing the camera pictures for you here this evening, and I am fully confident that he will do a great job. As you can see by the angle of your camera view as you look at it right now, we are in the corner. They put us in the coffin corner here at Northwest. Good view in the second half because the Grizzlies will be on the attack directly in front of us. In the first half, we're going to have kind of an elongated view. Not much we can do about that at this point. We're going to, one thing I am going to do is this. I'm going to move the scoreboard down so that it's not in the field of play tonight. Those of you who have been with us before, either last year or even as recently as 3 days ago, you know what I'm about to tell you, okay? These webcasts, as far as we're concerned, is simply an extension of the classroom for these kids. It gives the kids an opportunity to get involved in a more deep way with media, especially those in the interactive media class. They actually get a chance to help put together a webcast, and their homework when it's over is to go home and watch it. So hopefully by the time this is being played for the very first time, will be watching it and seeing the results of his handiwork here tonight. We are shorthanded tonight. Will and I are the entire broadcast crew. We're 2 people short. It's going to be a little difficult to call the game, and also to keep the stats up to date on your screen. We will do the best that we can, keeping in mind that what's happening on the floor is much more important than what's happening on the screen, and we will keep you abreast of everything that is happening. We've got about 6 minutes to go here, just a little less than that actually, before the introduction of the starting lineups. We're going to take a 30-second timeout here real quick, get some of our thank yous in, and then we'll be back. Stay with us. From Northwest High, this is Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey man, you got up for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Northwest Grizzlies basketball is being brought to you on the internet in part tonight by the good folks at Mel Hambledon Ford, 11771 West Kellogg here in Wichita. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford. We are so grateful to Lisa Hambledon and all the good folks at Mel Hambledon Ford for their support of the Northwest Grizzlies student body and athletics on the World Wide Web. Thank you so much. Also brought to you in part tonight by the law offices of Floodman Family Law, who are dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes. Whether you have divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, property division, protection from abuse, or other issues, we hope that you will give them the opportunity to help you. They're committed to zealously representing your interests, and they take pride in fully responding to your questions and concerns quickly, as they understand that divorce and child custody matters can be very trying. We invite you to check them out on the World Wide Web. Floodman, Floodman, Family Law, proud supporters of Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball. Well, the South High Titans have taken the floor for their final warm-ups here. The Grizzlies are still in the locker room. We want you to sit back, relax, be comfortable. Hope you enjoy the webcast tonight of Grizzlies basketball. Got a nice crowd on hand. It's a Friday night, nothing else going on really in Wichita or in the schools here tonight. So there's not a lot of competition for the entertainment attention of the student body or the family and friends of Wichita Northwest. Grizzlies coming out of the locker room on the far end of the floor. And I'm going to, one of the things that we do here, this is an instructional issue, or situation, I should say. So there are going to be times when I'm going to be talking to Will, trying to explain some stuff to him. I'm going to try and improve the picture here. I'm going to try and get it zoomed in a little closer. Folks, we only have one camera, so bear with me here while I make some adjustments. I'm going to try and get you guys a little closer at that end of the floor. Nah, too much. No, that's not going to work. There we go. We're getting ready for the national anthem and the introduction of the players. The PA announcers are explaining the rules of good conduct, good sportsmanship that the Kansas State High School Activities Association requires of all schools, all member schools in all activities and sports. While we have a moment, I will tell you, our next webcast is also going to be a delayed podcast because we already know the problem. We're at Southeast on Tuesday. We are going to webcast the game, but Southeast has no internet anywhere on campus. It is an absolute dead zone at the new Southeast High School, so we already know going in that we will be doing that one on a delayed podcast basis. So we invite you to join us. It'll be on late. It won't be up till probably around midnight, but once it's up, you can go to the link and pick it up right away. And all of these podcasts are up forever. We don't ever take them down. So you can go back and watch a game anytime that you would like to do so. The band striking it up. Everybody's enthusiastic. We're ready for the introductions of the players, preceded by the presentation of the colors and our national anthem. Well, get that. That's the Star Spangled Banner. And we're going to have the introduction of the players. We're going to keep it right here for the introductions. We'll tell you who they are as they come out. And we're going to ask Will to get both sides as their players come out, okay? So everybody at home can see it. Mickey Logan's coming out for the South High Titans, number 1. He's a 6-foot junior guard. And his counterpart for the Grizzlies is Easton Ruffin, number 2, a 5'8 junior guard as well. Number 4 for South High is Cordell Perry. He is a senior, a 6'1 guard. And coming out for the Grizzlies, number 10, a 6'1 junior guard, Zion Jones. For South High, number 10 is a 6'1 freshman forward, Abel Jones. And coming out for the Grizzlies, number 11, a 6'1 senior forward, Cale Patterson. Number 33, Keenan Miller for the South High Titans is a 6'4 senior forward. And for your Grizzlies, number 21, a 6'3 senior forward, Logan Engelmeyer. And finally, for South High, number 34, Lamonte Millette Jr., a 6'4 senior forward. And wrapping it up for the Grizzlies, number 24, a 6-foot sophomore guard, Braden Verbeck. Head coach of South High is Andy Hill. No, that's the Grizzlies. Of the Grizzlies is Andy Hill. He's assisted by Craig Nicholson, Kylan Hawkins, Tavis Leak. Managers are Reagan Thompson, Heath Roberts, Mackenzie Wigington, and Catherine Curia. The band director is Gary Leopold. He's got them playing well. Cheer coach is Katie Sebastian, who I think is sitting 5 feet from me. I've not met this lady. And if she is, we're going to get her on at halftime. Assistant cheer coaches are Megan and Zach Schumann, and the dance coach is Tracy Morris. Head coach for South High is Chuck Gunter. He's assisted by Robert James and by Irvin Garnes and Jeremy Tate. Grizzlies in their home whites, South High in their road reds, ready to tip it off. Patterson for the Grizzlies and Miller for South High. And just like that, we are underway. South High controls the tip. Loggins drives it into the paint, dishes it off to Millette, and a quick turnover on the block shot. Ruffin bringing it all the way down, can't control it, loses the handle, and here comes South High right back. Under the basket, and an easy two-pointer that time for Millette. Ruffin takes it to the top of the key, almost had his pocket picked again. South High very aggressive on defense, always has been. Zion Jones tries a long three. Off the heel, no good. Rebound goes to the Titans. Keenan Miller pulls it back out, has Jones in front of him. Now off to the near side, a three-pointer by Corden Perry, and Perry gets the three. And just like that, it's 5-0. Jones passes it off on the near side. Underneath the basket, Ruffin to Patterson. Patterson tries to go up, and the ball knocked out of play. It will stay with Northwest. Grizzlies will inbound here. Zion Jones will take on the chore. And he gets it over there to Verbeck. Ruffin with it now, top of the key. Being guarded, drives into the paint. Up it goes, off the rim, no good. Rebound to South High, and here come the Titans with it. Shot hits the rim, no good. Back down with it is Zion Jones. And Jones goes up high, and he is blocked. And he will go to the line, I'm sure, to shoot a pair. We'll see who the foul is charged against. It's charged on Jones. That's the first team foul of the half for either team. Zion Jones at the line shooting a pair. First one rattles in, good. And Jones makes them both. 5-2 lead for the Titans, and they have the ball. Some motion offense in play here. Jones with it. Dishes it off to Miller. Miller drives the paint up, off the glass, and good. Can't argue with those. Now Ruffin again with it. On the far side to Verbeck. Zion Jones pulls it back out. And back over to Verbeck. Sophomore puts it up for a long two, off the heel, no good. Rebounded by South. And here come the Titans back. Counting down, 3 minutes in, 7-2. Grizzlies trail. And a nice steal that time by Braden Verbeck, and then he lost the handle. It will stay with the Grizzlies, however. And the Grizzlies will make a substitution here as Reagan Jones comes into the game for the Grizzlies. And as long as he's coming in, let's take a moment here. We'll send a shout out to Reagan's grandfather, Chad Newlick, in Salina, who's watching the webcast tonight. Glad to have you aboard, Mr. Newlick. And I also understand you know some other people that I am very much acquainted with. And that would be Doug and Julie Newlick and Jenna Armagost, to name a few. Longtime friends of mine from my days at Capon. And we have I'm not exactly sure what we have here. Verbeck is charged with a foul. That's his first. Ball's on the floor. Each team with one team foul now. And here come the Titans. Bringing it across midcourt is Jada Garrett. I'm going to take that back. My eyes are bad. That is, I'm in the, am I in the wrong place? It's tough when you're doing three things here, folks. And Reagan Jones puts it up off the heel, no good. Verbeck gets the rebound. And here comes Jones driving into the paint. Zion Jones, they call a jump ball here. And on the alternating possession, it will stay with Northwest. The alternating possession arguably being the dumbest rule in all of sports. Ball's inbounded. Reagan Jones dishes it off to Verbeck, and he loses the handle. Here comes South High back with it now. Picked right back there. Lincoln Phillips, who just came into the game, number 15, gets it. There's a long one by Verbeck, too long, and a rebound by South. A lot of run and gun, but no baskets here. Here's a long three bomb. Good. Wow. Miller gets a three. He's got half their points. Verbeck now. Under the basket. Lays it in. Good job by the sophomore. 10-4 now. Grizzlies down by a half dozen. Loggins brings it up for South High. Dishes it off to Malik Story, who came into the game when I wasn't paying attention. And there's one off the heel on the layup. Rebounded, though, by the Titans. And they will maintain control. Miller with it. Driving under the basket, puts it up, and it's good. They got to find a way to stop that lad. .230 and change to go here in the first. Phillips dishes it over there. I got screened by a pedestrian. Reagan Jones in the paint. Passes it off. There's a long one, short. Rebounded by South High. The whistle and a foul called. It's going to be on Reagan Jones gets called for the foul. Second team foul for Northwest. Miller inbounds it, and we're back at it. Abel Jones with Jameer Cups in front of him. He just subbed in. In and out it goes. Rebounded there by Jensen Linton. Number 33, who also came in. These guys are all subbing in when I'm not looking. Cups tries a three, and he misses. They need Cups to get on fire. He had a very low-scoring game for him on Tuesday. He only had 1 point in the game. This ball went out of bounds. It will belong to South. South with the ball. In and out it goes. Rebounded by the Titans. Miller with it. Puts up a long two, short. And it's rebounded there by Lincoln Phillips. Here come the Grizzlies back. Phillips dishes it off to Reagan Jones. Back to Phillips. Out to Cups. Jameer drives the paint, dishes it off to a wide open Phillips, who missed everything. And we have less than a minute to go here in the first period. Reagan Jones brings it up. Into the paint he goes. He lays it up and in. Good job there by Reagan Jones for the two. And they have the lead, 12-6, 25 seconds to go. We'll see if South is content to play for one here. Loggins with it. Over to Miller. Miller gets her, shoots it over two guys, doesn't go. Rebound by Jensen. Linton, a long one, and that's it, folks. We are at the end of one period of play. Grizzlies down 12-6. We'll be back with the second period in 60 seconds. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Wichita Northwest. We're getting ready for the start of the second period here. Grizzlies down 12-6 after one. 3 players have scored for the Grizzlies, and the big scorer, Miller, for South High, has 7 points. South High inbounds, and we're underway here in period number 2. Glad you're with us wherever you are on the World Wide Web. And we invite you to stay with us at halftime, because the Grizzlies cheer coach, Katie Sebastian, will be our halftime guest. And all I can say is that's what she gets for wearing a jersey with her name on it. She didn't hear me, unfortunately. There's a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound put in by Jones. And that extends the lead. Then the Grizzlies throw one away. Cupps was trying to hit Reagan Jones, and I think he just lost the handle. Got a substitution going on. Oh, a timeout being taken here. Well, we'll tell you during the timeout that Grizzly basketball being brought to you on the internet tonight by Mel Hambledon Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford, located at 11771 West Kellogg here in Wichita at the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street West. We invite you to stop by and see Lisa Hambledon and all the nice folks at Mel Hambledon Ford. Proud supporters of Northwest Grizzly athletics, and in particular basketball and soccer. We thank them for their support. Getting ready to resume play here. And away we go. South High will bring it up. Story with it. Drives the paint, puts one up underhanded, gets fouled on the way up by Lincoln Phillips. First one misses. I've got 5 bags in my suitcase, and I can reach 4 of them. The one I want is the one I can't reach. There we go. Zion Jones gets 2 shots at it, can't make either one of them go. Now here's Reagan Jones off the glass. He can't make it go. And the rebound, that time by Loggins. He tried to get the old bounce out of bounds play, but it didn't work. Northwest will inbound here. Reagan Jones, top of the key. Dishes it off to Verbeck. Puts up a long 3, no good, but we have a foul called before the shot on the Grizzlies. Cale Patterson, that's his first. It's the 4th team foul. And here comes South High with it. Around the perimeter it goes. Miller will pull it back out now. And Loggins puts up a long three off the iron, no good. Jameer Cups couldn't get the rebound. And finally Miller puts one up off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Braden Verbeck. And good. Coast to coast goes Verbeck. He's got 4 of the Grizzlies' 8. Have a foul called here. A whistle stops play. Jameer Cups guilty of the infraction. That's the 5th team foul for Northwest. South only has 1 foul. Now we have a technical, I think. Nope, pushing foul. That was on Perry. That was kind of a stupid foul on his part. All he did was give up the ball. They tried the alley-oop play and it didn't work from Jones to Jones. Titans will bring it up here. I'm going to give some kudos here to my executive producer tonight. Will's doing a great job on camera. There's a missed shot and a rebound, that time by Reagan Jones. Zion Jones drives it, puts it up. Now it was deflected on the way up. Goes out of play. I guess they say it wasn't deflected because they're giving the ball to South High. They had a much better view of it than we did. No shot. He was pushed before the shot, they're calling. They're going to call a foul on the Grizzlies. And that is going to be on McGee, who just came into the game. McGee picks up his first. And that off the heel, rebounded by Reagan Jones. He leads one to McGee, who puts up a 3 off the rim, no good. And South High gets the rebound. Not a lot of second chances so far for the Grizzlies. Miller scores for South High. And a timeout being taken on the floor. We're going to go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back here in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Feel free. You're okay. No, you're good. Stay with us, folks. We're having a little instructional session here. You're getting everything that needs to be gotten. You're fine. Jameer Cups with the ball for the Grizzlies. 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. That one goes in and out. Wow, Verbeck just could not buy a basket there. South High brings it back down. 18-10, Grizzlies trail. They've never led. There's a block shot, but on the putback afterwards, a nice play that time by a player whose name we do not know. The mystery player of the night, number 44, did not show up on our program list, our roster list tonight. 20-10 the score. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Burbeck. And this time Jones puts it up and can't get it to go. A lot of missed shots. That's a stat we are not keeping track of tonight because we don't have the personnel here to do it. There's a nice play by Loggins to get his first 2 points of the night. Grizzlies are going to have some work to do in the second half to get this one back. Down by a dozen. There's a three bomb by Zion Jones. Jones was the leading scorer in Tuesday night's affair as well. And he is again today. He now has a 7. Leading scorer for the Grizzlies, I should say. Patterson gets it, brings it down. Is he going to go coast to coast? Nope, they picked his pocket. Here comes the Titans right back. And that lay-in misses. Everybody's missing tonight. Reagan Jones puts it up, and it's blocked out of bounds. Oh, nope, he's fouled. He will go to the line and shoot a pair. Let's see who the foul is charged on. It's on the mystery guest, number 44. We'll have to find out who that guy is at halftime. Reagan Jones' first one is good. Jensen Linton comes back in. And Patterson will sit down. And Story comes back in for South High at the same time. Now Jones' second shot. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by the mystery guest. If you're that person's parents and you're watching this, we are not belittling the fact that we just don't know who that is. Miller gets a lay in for the Titans. He's got 11 now. Jameer Cups dishes it to Zion Jones. There's one off the heel by Verbeck. And Miller takes it coast to coast. He's got 13. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Perry gets his second basket of the night. He's got 5. 28-14, the largest deficit of the night for the Grizzlies. Four seconds to go. The ball goes up and a foul called, and it will be a shooting foul. Comes with 2.8 seconds to go. Reagan Jones is going to shoot a pair. And he misses the first one long. Second one's good, though. He's got 3 points. And that'll do it. We are at halftime, folks. And your halftime score is South High 28, Northwest 15. Stay with us. 30 seconds from now, we will have cheer coach Katie Sebastian with us as our guest. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Whatever you want. And welcome back to Northwest High School. Want to make sure we're actually going live here. This young lady standing next to me is Katie Sebastian. She is the head cheer coach here at Northwest. First of all, welcome. Glad to have you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Tell us something about you. Tell us what there is to know about Katie.
I'm the head cheer coach at Northwest. These kids totally have my heart. I love this program. I love Northwest. The athletic program is second to none.
How long have you done this here?
This is my third year as the head coach. Yes.
I met your assistant last year, the married couple. I can't think of their names now to say. Zach and Megan. Yeah. You know, great people. They love the kids as well. I know the kids love them. They got to love you too.
They're pretty special.
They do a good job. What's involved in coaching a cheer team on a day-to-day basis?
A lot of patience. It's the most frustrating, rewarding thing I've ever done.
Why do you say both sides of the coin at the same time?
There's a lot of different opinions and a lot of different hearts out there, and to bring it all together. And every week we are a team that's together more than any other team out there. We cheer both seasons. We cheer girls. We cheer boys. It's a lot of work.
You start early because you also cheer football.
Yes.
So when does cheer season actually start for the girls?
Cheer season starts in June. We prepare all summer. We go to camp. We prepare our routines, and then we start in August cheering.
Tell us about the camp.
NCAA camp, third year in a row that we've won the Sportsmanship Award. We really work on teamwork, and sportsmanship is the most important.
Sportsmanship and everything is the most important thing, and in fact, it's something that I talked about during the opening of the broadcast. The game is the game, the score is the score, but if you don't have the sportsmanship, you don't have anything. The kids don't learn anything.
Absolutely. It's more about the life lesson than it is the game.
How many girls do you have total?
22 girls and 2 boys.
2 boys. Now, do the boys, I assume that because they're boys, are they the ones that do the lifting and the stunts?
They do it all.
They don't go on top, do they?
Not usually, but they've tried.
Are they big in stature? Are they small frame? Or?
They're strong. They're both very strong. I've had up to 7 boys on the team before.
Really?
It's definitely growing. It's a growing sport being a yell leader. Easiest way to get a scholarship for a boy.
I guess that would be. I never thought of that. And do you work with the girls like as they go on and juniors and seniors trying to get them scholarships if cheering is what they want to do in college?
Yes, I've had 8 athletes go on to college with full ride cheer scholarships at the D1 level and through junior college.
Name some of the schools where they are.
I have one in K-State, Fort Hays State, a couple at Butler, I think one at Pratt still. I think she's still at Pratt. One in Mississippi at Jackson State. I think I've had one at Cowley County this year and one at Independence Community College.
When they cheer at the college level, do they commit to doing it for 4 years?
It all depends. I mean, the junior college, of course, it's just 2 years, but if they want to get school paid for, they stay with it.
Full scholarships available for that, or is that a partial scholarship program only?
At the junior college level, it can be a full scholarship. Once you get into the D1 schools, there's a lot of benefits as far as traveling and being on the sidelines at March Madness and bowl games and different things like that. But it's not a full scholarship at that level.
Well, watching the girls perform during the girls' game and here in the boys' game here tonight as well, we didn't get them on camera a lot because of our camera angle and what the girls were doing, but it's obvious they do a great job, and it all starts from the top. It's got to be from the coaches.
Thank you very much. That's very appreciated, but they work very hard, and they really do have a lot of heart, and they care about what they do.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, taking a minute to join us. And, you know, you kind of gave yourself away. If you'll turn around and show your jersey, this is how I knew who this was. And she was just sitting 5 feet from us, so I had to take the opportunity to grab you and bring you up here. I'm glad you came up.
Well, thank you very much.
Come again, will you?
I will. Thank you.
Head coach Katie Sebastian of the Northwest Cheer Squad, our guest here at halftime. Thanks again, Katie, for joining us. We're going to take a quick spot. We'll be back with more from Northwest in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest High School with our executive producer, Will Jacobsen. Kevin Arkin with you. 15-28 down on the score for the Grizzlies here, down by 13 at halftime. We'll go through some of the halftime stats here in just a moment. We want to tell you that, remind you that Tuesday night, the Grizzlies travel to Southeast High School. That will be a delayed podcast because we already know there's no internet in that building at all. So we will record the game and upload it as a podcast, and it should be uploaded by midnight on Tuesday. So please look on the basketball webpage or Facebook page or the Grizzlies Sports Athletics page for the link to Tuesday night's game after it is uploaded. All right, let's hear the scoring summary so far. We'll start with the Grizzlies. 7 points for Zion Jones leads the team. 3 points for Reagan Jones and 4 points for Braden Verbeck. 4, 7, and 7 is 14. I missed a point somewhere. Someone scored a point and I didn't see it or didn't write it down. For South High, the big scorer is who else but Mr. Miller. For the Titans, Keenan Miller has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 points. 13 of the 28 points belong to Mr. Miller. 5 to Perry, 2 to Loggins, 2 to Jones, 2 to Millette, 2 to the player whose name we do not know, number 44. And if you're a South High parent and your kid is number 44, we humbly apologize for not being able to give him some love with his name during the game here, but they did not give us him on the roster prior to game time tonight, so we have no idea who that rascal is. Okay? Playing a good game, though, and I know his parents are proud. We didn't get a chance to do it before we started. We did send the link out to tonight's game to South High, and if any of you from South High, from the South High community, are watching here tonight, we're glad to have you aboard. Thanks for joining us, and hope you're enjoying the webcast, keeping in mind that it is coming to you with a distinctive Grizzly flavor. We also want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, Mel Hambelton Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambelton Ford, 11771 West Kellogg, at the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street. Also, by Floodman Family Law Firm. We thank everybody at Floodman Family Law for their support of Grizzlies basketball and Grizzly athletics on the World Wide Web. Both teams back on the floor here, getting ready for the third quarter. And as I mentioned before the game, if you joined us late, our executive producer and I are it. We're the entire crew. We're 2 people short tonight, so he's doing a great job of making sure you see what's going on. And I'm trying to keep up with everything else and I appreciate your patience in that regard. We're trying to get her done. Underway here in the third quarter. Grizzlies with the ball. Cups has it to start the third quarter. Dishes it to Jones. Jones to Verbeck for three. Off the rim, no good. And rebounded there by Miller for South High. And here come the Titans back with it. Grizzlies need to chip away at this 13-point deficit. They have trailed by as much as 14. There's an over and back charged against South High, giving the Grizzlies an additional possession here. Cups takes the inbound pass. Pulls it out, now dishes it over there to Zion Jones. Jones can't decide what he wants to do. Finally gives it back to Cups. Cups takes a long three. Good! We have needed that. Jameer Cups gets the three. And there's a rebound for the Grizzlies. A chance for the Grizzlies to make some noise here. Get it inside double digits. Braden Verbeck. Zion Jones with it. Jones dished it into Patterson too hard. He couldn't control it. And it will belong to South High. Loggins brings it up for South High. On the near side with it. Looking for some help. Miller over there with it now. Double teamed. Gets into the paint though. Puts up a shot with three guys in front of him and cans it. Miller with 15 now. Jameer Cups for three. Off the rim, no good, and a whistle and a... Looks like we have a pushing foul. And Jameer Cups is going to go to the line and shoot a pair here. First one from Cups. Good. Two minutes in here. Grizzlies chipping away at the lead. It's down to 11. Cups' second one. Rims in and out, no good. Have a substitution for South as number 44 returns. And they're giving Cups another shot here. He missed that one as well, so he's 1 for 3. And here comes Perry with it. Up it goes, and now a steal. Sprint to the basket, up, no good. Rebound, and the putback is good by Story. Story gets his first 2 points of the night. And just like that, the Grizzlies are down 15, and they're going to take a full timeout. We will go ahead as well here, and we will take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this message from Keisha. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest High, Grizzlies down 15, the biggest deficit of the game so far for your Grizzlies. Coming out of a full timeout here. Grizzlies have 3 timeouts remaining. South High has 4. Want to take a moment here to welcome to our webcast tonight. They're watching in Las Vegas tonight. Scott Simon watching tonight. Asked me for the link to the game tonight, which we sent him. So, Scott, we welcome you to the webcast and hope you're enjoying it. Whistles are blowing away. There we go. Now we're underway. Grizzlies with the ball. Zion Jones sends one wide, long, and out of bounds. It will belong to South High. South will inbound it. And actually, they called a foul there on Zion Jones. That was not out of bounds. That's his second foul. Miller puts it up again. That guy is unconscious. We got to find a way to stop him. Grizzlies down 17. This one rapidly getting out of hand here. Zion Jones into the paint, puts it up, airballs it. Rebounded there by Loggins. Ball knocked out of play. Stoppage of the clock. We'll set the lineup here for the Grizzlies here for you. Number 24, Braden Verbeck. Jameer Cups, number 3. Reagan Jones, number 12, as 44 gets his 6th point. Lincoln Phillips. And now we have another timeout. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. I'm not even sure who called the timeout, but it's okay. We have so many people to thank for helping us put the webcast together, and we're going to get Shane Monroe on here very shortly. Not tonight, he's not here tonight, but we will get him here on here shortly to talk about the program, talk about the interactive media class and what he's trying to get out of the kids. So we're looking forward to him being able to do that. We go to Southeast on Tuesday. That game will be uploaded late. And then we're at every game the rest of the year, according to the schedule. We do not know the Valley Center tournament schedule yet. We'll post that. Actually, I do know when it is. It's the 17th to the 19th, but we don't know when the games are, is what I'm saying. We go to Southeast. We're on the road twice next. No, we're not on the road twice next week. I'm not reading this very well. Next Tuesday night is our last game of the year, of the calendar year, as the kids will go on Christmas break the next day. Phillips inbounds the ball. We're back underway. Our first game after when semester begins will be the 2nd of January. We will travel to Bishop Carroll as Jameer Cups' three-pointer misses. So we have one more game before the Christmas break. And we have a foul called. The foul is called on Moreno. No, I take it back. It's called on Cups. My bad. And there's a two-pointer by Story. That's his second basket of the period. And the scoop job by Reagan Jones. He's got 5. There's a steal by Jones. Lays it. Oh, he missed it. Laid it up and it wouldn't go. A wasted defensive play that time, but a good one nevertheless. Now Jones gets the rebound. He's on fire. Under the basket. Verbeck puts it up. Then good. Braden Verbeck. Have a foul call that's going to be on the Grizzlies. So on Lincoln Phillips, that's his second. Coming out of the game are Patterson and Reagan Jones, and we never did finish setting the lineup for you. Kind of hard to do that when we're doing three things at once. There's an easy lay-in by number 44. Will, your job next time he scores is to listen for his name and to tell me what his name is when the PA announcer announces it. I'm talking about number 44. There's a miss by the Grizzlies. Coast to coast we're going. Perry puts it up. Blocked out of bounds. It will stay with South High. Now what do we have? We have a whistle before anything started. Zion Jones. Well, I've got my book messed up here. So what's new? Now another whistle. This has turned into a whistle blowing contest here, folks. Here come the Grizzlies with it now. Braden Verbeck got his pocket picked, but it went out of bounds. It'll stay with the Grizzlies. Audience screaming for a foul. Braden will inbound it. Looking for help. Gets it to Jones. Jones puts it up. Can't make it go. And now we have a jump ball call. It will belong on the alternating possession to South High. Wow, standing there all by himself was Robinson. He had an easy lay-in for his first basket of the night. Basket misses. The Grizzlies are just not shooting well tonight at all. I wish it was a stat we'd have had enough manpower to keep tonight, but we just have not. Miller, is it good or is it a charge? We'll see what they call here. It is a charge. And for Miller, that's his first foul. Ball inbounded now. Here come the Grizzlies back with it. Ruffin will bring it across the timeline. Ruffin still with it. Now he dishes it off. Phillips a long one for three, and it's good. 3 ball. South High comes back with it. Miller takes a long 3 shot, no good. Saved by Loggins, but it goes right to Ruffin. Ruffin to Phillips. Phillips pulls up for the jumper, misses it. And it's rebounded by South High. Pass to Miller. Count the basket and a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot one. Grizzlies down by 20. Off the heel, no good. Rebound to the Grizzlies, and here comes Northwest back. We have a foul called on, is it on McGee? It is on McGee. That's his second. It's the 5th team foul for the Grizzlies, 2 for the Titans. Grizzlies going to find themselves in a free throw shooting mess here in the fourth quarter. Another whistle away from the play. And back underway. Less than a minute to go now here in the third. What will the score be at the end of it? .43 seconds to go here. One of the disadvantages of this great software that we have, Cups hits it off the heel. That one knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to South. We use production truck software, the production truck software package, as provided by Blue Frame Technologies, the official broadcast partner of the Grizzlies. And I love the software. There's a couple things about it I don't like, and that's one of them. If you're loading up a clip like a commercial for the next stoppage, you can't stop the clock because it overlaps the clock and covers it. There's a ball up, rebounded, and goes out of play. Who's going to go to? 7 seconds to go. It's going to stay with South. Looks like they're going to go into the fourth quarter with a 20-point lead. Last shot time. Here it comes. A three-pointer off the heel and no good. We are at the end of 3 quarters. Your score at the end of 3, South High 46, Northwest 26. Stay with us. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment, right after this. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to Northwest High School with your executive producer, Will Jacobsen. I'm Kevin Arkin. Glad to be with you here wherever you are on planet Earth as Northwest is facing one heck of an uphill battle here in the fourth quarter, down by 20 in a game in which they never led. And quite frankly, South High has dominated play throughout the evening. The girls tonight also lost, but they lost in a close match. And I've since forgotten the score, and I just noticed I didn't write it down. They lost by 5, I believe. But they were in a game that all the way to the end, it was close. It was closer than the final score indicated. They did a great job tonight, did the girls, albeit in a losing effort. Okay, fourth quarter underway here. Jameer Cups with it. See if we can get some points on the board here. Braden Verbeck off the back, no good. And a foul called on the rebound. It's going to be on. It's on Jones. That's his fourth. That's Austin. Not Austin Jones. Abel Jones, what I meant to say. Jameer Cups with it. Cups has 4 points tonight. Let's see him get on the scoreboard some more. Tried to put it up, didn't get it there. And it's rebounded instead by South High. Double team, but he gets away from it. And Miller has it for the Titans. He drives into the paint, puts it up, and rolls it in. And is fouled on the way, or is it a charge? It is a charge. No basket. Miller, that's his second foul. Both of them charges. Grizzlies with the ball. Zion Jones brings it up. Jones trying to get the rebound, puts it in. It's his first points of the second half by my count. We'll need to adjust our game clock here. We're actually 15 seconds ahead of. McGee guilty of his third foul here. Fouls on the floor. The Northwest will put South in the bonus with the next foul. I think we'll just let the game catch up. Driving, Jones puts it up, no good. Foul called. And that'll put him in the 1-and-1. Yep. Referees didn't realize that at the moment for the first few moments. Jones will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. First one's up, off the heel, no good. Rebound to McGee. McGee dishes it off to Zion Jones. Jones puts it up, blocked on the way up, doesn't go. Rebounded by South High. Here come the Titans back with it now. Loggins with it. Dishing it to Jones, and a foul called. Be a 1-and-1 opportunity here. Told you we'd have a lot of free throws in this quarter. Jones will go back to the line to shoot a possible 1-and-1. First one's up, and it's good. His first points of the second half. This has been the Keenan Miller show tonight, folks. Makes them both, does Mr. Jones. And just like that, Jameer Cups drives the basket for a pair. He now has 6. Keenan Miller with it. Pulls it back out. 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Whistle away from the ball, blocking foul. Team foul number 9. They'll be in the double bonus after this the rest of the night. Miller will shoot a pair. And no, he won't. He missed it. Here come the Grizzlies back with it. Cups puts it up. He's fouled. I didn't even have time to start the clock here. It's a good thing I'm not official. Jameer Cups will shoot a pair here. First one's good. Second one rattles off the front of the iron, no good. And the rebound to South High. And a foul called just like that. The foul is charged to David Duncan, who just came into the game. And it will send Miller to the line. The scoring machine will go to the line for 2 more. He missed this time. We're in the double bonus now with South, so he'll get 2 shots, or they'll get 2 shots on every foul. Patterson comes back in for the Grizzlies. So you got Patterson, Duncan, Jones, Verbeck, and Cups. And he missed them both. Three-pointer by Braden Verbeck. He's got 7. And we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to go ahead and take it with him here because I'm a mess here. Give me a chance to clean up. Stay with us. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Northwest, coming out of the timeout, South will inbound the ball. And they do. Perry has it. He'll bring it down past the timeline now, past Verbeck. He pulls it back out, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see some clock maintenance here by the South High Titans. As they pull it back out. Now Loggins has it. Cups all over him. Tried to get the scoop, doesn't go. Patterson gets the rebound. Here come the Grizzlies back. Grizzlies down by 16. They've been down by as many as 23. Oh, and Verbeck lost the handle. And what are we going to call here? We're going to call something. It's going to be a foul on Cups, I bet. Nope. I'd be wrong. It's on Verbeck. That's his 3rd. And it will send Loggins to the line to shoot a pair in the double bonus. He missed the first one. Makes the second. 1 for 2 on the free throw. He's got 3 points by my count. To be honest with you, my scorebook is a mess, and we have not gotten all the points in the book, in our unofficial book, that have been scored. There's a foul, and Zion Jones is going to go to the line now, and he'll shoot a pair. 51-34. Grizzlies on the low end of this one. First one misses. McGee about to come back in for the Grizzlies, and he missed them both. Missing shots has been the problem all night for the Grizzlies. There's a nice rebound on the misplay by Jameer Cups. Cups sends it to Verbeck. Verbeck to Jones. Zion Jones for 3. Good! He's got 6 in this half and 13 overall. Miller gets a pair for South High. He's got 15, 17, 19, 21. Intercepted pass there by Loggins. He feeds it to Miller, and Verbeck strips it away. It goes out of bounds, but it saved the dunk, which is what I think was about to happen there. Cups and Jones come out. Who came back in? I have no idea. McGee's back in, and also in the game for Northwest is DeAndre Wilson. number 4. He's in for the first time, I believe. Miller scoops one for two. 55-37. And McGee scores for the Grizzlies. His first 2 points of the night. Ball goes out of play. Substitution coming in here as into the game for South High is Millette again, number 34. And coming out for McGee comes out for the Grizzlies. It's Duncan and Wilson, Verbeck, Patterson, and Cups on the floor for Northwest. Off the back of the glass, no good. Rebounded by Miller for South High. Nice behind the back pass there by Mr. Miller. And we have 3 minutes to go here in the contest. Grizzlies down by a bunch. Loggins with the ball. Verbeck all over him. And a nice strip job, but a foul called on Patterson. That's his second. And Mollett will shoot a pair. First one's off the heel, no good. People starting to file out now since the issue is certainly no longer in doubt. Oh, he missed them both. I guess we're not the only ones that can miss. This will stay with Northwest. And Cups will bring it up for the Grizzlies. I want to extend my thanks to Will Jacobsen, our executive producer. Duncan for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Miller. He has just had an all-over-it game tonight. I wish I had all of the stats that were involved with what he's done here this evening. A little motion offense going here for South High as they burn some clock. 2 minutes to go. That ball stolen away, and David Duncan tried to lead Jameer Cups with it, but no, not to be. And South High comes back with it. (57-39). 1:20 to go. Verbeck off the heel, no good. Hey, nice play by Wilson to get one home as he was falling down. That's his first bucket of the night. Gets us into the 40s anyway. Now we have another whistle away from the... Been a lot of whistles in this second half. And this whistle, someone is calling a timeout. We'll keep it right here, and we'll tell you once again that basketball on the internet being brought to you in part tonight by Floodman Family Law, who is dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes, whether it's divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, property division, protection from abuse, or other family law-related matters. We hope that you will give Floodman Family Law the opportunity to help you. They're committed to zealously representing your interests, and they take pride in fully responding to your questions and concerns quickly, as they understand that divorce and child custody matters can be very trying. Again, we ask you to check them out on the website. Floodman, Floodman, Family Law, proud supporter of Grizzly soccer and Grizzly basketball on the World Wide Web. Coming back in out of the timeout, 57 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter. Ball inbounded by the Titans. Jones has it, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they just kill clock here. Not much point in the Grizzlies fouling, given the size of the deficit. They're still working hard. .30 seconds now. And a whistle. Who's this foul going to be on? It's on Jameer Cups, I think. Nope, it's on Wilson, number 4. His first. And it will send Jones to the line to shoot a pair. Jones has had a lot of opportunities to get points at the free throw stripe, and quite frankly, has not shot free throws very well, although he makes that one. He'll get ready for his second here. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded there by Braden Verbeck, and here come the Grizzlies back. On the near side, Wilson puts one up, short. Rebounded there by Cups for 3, good! Jameer Cups gets a 3-pointer. That's his second of the night, and he has 9 points. And Robinson gets a basket, and that'll do it. Final score of this contest, South High Titans 60 and the Grizzlies 44. We'll be back to wrap this up here in 30 seconds. 60 seconds, excuse me. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Kevin Arkin and Will Jacobsen back at Northwest High's gym, where tonight the Grizzlies fall in a big way to a very good South High Titan team. Final score 60-44 here tonight. We'll summarize some of the scoring here for you as we have it. And again, without a statistician, it was kind of hard to keep stats, but we did what we could. For the Grizzlies, Cups had 9. Wilson had 2. He got his basket right at the very end of the game. Zion Jones had 5, 7, 10, 13 tonight to lead the Grizzlies in scoring. Reagan Jones had 5. McGee had a pair. Verbeck had 7 for the Grizzlies. This is going to be a lot easier for South High because all the points are in one place. For the Titans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 29 points to Keenan Miller tonight. 29 of their half of their points scored by Keenan Miller here this evening. Also on the scoreboard, Loggins had 3, Story had 4, Perry had 5, Jones had 5, Robinson had 4, Millette had a pair, and whoever number 44 was got into double figures. I really feel bad about that, but nothing we can do about it. He had 10 points for the South High Titans. Our next webcast will be next Tuesday. It'll be the last webcast of the month of December as the kids will go on Christmas break right after the game. On Tuesday, it will be a delayed webcast. We're not even going to make the attempt I say that, and we probably are going to try and get it out. But we've been to that gym twice, and we haven't been able to get a cell phone call out. So the odds on our being able to get a signal out of that gym are not very good. If we can find a way to wire into their internet directly, we will try and do that. Either way, we know we're gonna record the game. It will be a delayed podcast at the very least. So the game will be. I'm doing two things at once. The game will be uploaded and will be on the web at around midnight on Tuesday. Then we're done. We're done for the rest of the semester. We'll come back on January 2nd at Bishop Carroll to take on the Golden Eagles, and that'll be a tough match. They were number one in the state until a week ago when they got upset. January 2nd at Bishop Carroll, then we come home for two games. One on the 4th against East and on the 8th against West, both here at Northwest High. Your schedule may have the Greater Wichita Athletic League / Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League Challenge on the weekend of the 10th to the 12th. I have been told that event is not going to take place because they could not get the schedule worked out with Wichita State. Their Coke Arena was not available this year on a weekend. On the 15th, Cape and Mount Carmel will end our homestand by coming in here for a game. And then we go to Valley Center for the Valley Center tournament between the 17th and the 19th. We don't know what games in that tournament we will be able to do. It depends when they're scheduled, quite frankly, and how they conflict with any work schedule issues that I might have. On the 29th, we go to Heights again for the second game of that home and home, and then that wraps it up for January. In February, we will host North, Bishop Carroll, and Southeast here, and then we will for a 3-game homestand, and then we go on the road for the rest of the season. We go to East, South, and West, and then Sub-State will begin on the 26th of February, and that's where we're at. So that's our schedule for the rest of the season. The most imminent thing, of course, is the game on Tuesday night. Grizzlies lost a chance to get to 500 tonight. They fall to 2-4 on the season. I'm going to take that back. They fall to 1-3 on the season. I didn't add that very well. They're 1-3 on the season. They'll try to get back on the winning track on Tuesday at Southeast. By the way, it was Southeast who upset Bishop Carroll a week and a half ago. So we know that'll be a tough game. Again, thanks to our executive producer, Will Jacobsen, from the interactive media class here at Northwest High, and thanks to Mr. Shane Monroe for his assistance in getting that all put together. Look forward to seeing all of you on Tuesday. Until then, we wish you a pleasant good evening. Once again, Grizzlies drop 60-44 to the Titans of South High. Until next Tuesday, good night from Wichita Northwest.